God, it is crazy bright here, buddy. Um, Winter freezing and super bright. Sun's finally coming out. But hey, I just wanted to touch on a couple because on my mind, I'm like thinking, I just think about you, and at times I'm just like, boom, it comes to my brain, and lately you have really been thinking a lot about fighting, arguments. You're always trying to like kill or beat something up, and I think a lot of that has come from you had an experience with this kid Kai in class, and I don't know how it went down on the playground. I don't know what started it. I don't know if you started it and he went into survival mode, or if he was just completely unruly, dude. But the end result is he bit you on your chest and it broke skin bad, and it was really bad. And then he turned around and bit you on the back. And it might have been back then front, or front then back, but it hurt you bad. And you had had an accident, you were crying, you were pissed. And I don't think that ever sat right with you. I don't know that you got your closure around that. I lost my mind. I lost my mind with the school, and I was threatening them. I'm calling the state. I know people in the state. I will file a complaint. I'll get it rushed through. I had the director scared, where she was asking me to review policies for her when we were done. And your mom was serious with them too, dude. She was not gonna let something like that go. So, those poor school people just had their hands full with us. I don't know that you ever really got your closure around that, man. And it started setting you into a weird space, where now you're like really focused on, Kai this, Kai that, and now it's about monsters and beating monsters up and killing things that are seemingly scary or stressful. And I want to relate more than anything else, man. When we get hurt, dude, it can be altering to our life and the way we see things. And I want you to know that there's always more to the story. I don't know what this kid Kai went through, what his living situation is like, or what his parents are like. We don't know what he's lived through to put him in a position where he would have done that. By no means does it make it okay, but hurting in return, it just doesn't fix things. Healing is the only solution to heal myself. To wrong somebody that's wronged me only creates more feuds. And I've learned that the hard way over and over. And I still will. I've saved myself a lot of trouble learning that lesson and making different decisions around it. But I will fail at that in the future. And so will you, man. I just want you to know that, a lot of this stuff we take as personal attacks, when it's really not personal. The people that hurt us, I've been the person that hurt somebody, and I'm not proud of it. It's almost more of a nightmare. I've been on the receiving end and the giving end, man. And it's almost more of a nightmare being the one who's hurt somebody than to be the one that's been hurt. When I know that pain from that being hurt will last. It will haunt me at the most inopportune times. When I'm trying to be peaceful, when I got a quiet moment to just reflect and have a good time in life, bam, there it is. It's like, it's coming up. You're going to get hurt, or the embarrassment of it, or the humiliation of it. That little stuff can really mess me up, dude. I can't talk right now. I'm trying to do a video for my son. It's those little things that really tear me up in my private time. And it's not, and you know what I learned too, man? Ignore. Sorry, buddy. What I've learned too is that there's always a lot more to that story. It's not as personal as I make it. That humiliation, that embarrassment, that turns inward, and I start to hate myself. I start to punish myself for having gone through this experience, and I'm lesser of a man or a person. It's not true. It's just an experience that's happened, and there's a reason it happened, and it may not be me as the cause. And I need to learn to let go of that experience and understand that I wasn't a target as an attack. So there's nothing about me that needs to change. It was that person's life unfolding in a way that left them in a violent space. And I just happened to be there, and it happened to me. But I'm not something that, there was nothing wrong with me at the time that brought that on. In a lot of cases, man, most of the cases, 99% of the cases, it's more about the other person. So this also ties back to the solution, right? I can avoid a lot of these scenarios by governing my friends, governing the people I hang around, the people I even interact with. I can't be away from school, but I can choose what groups I hang out with and watch who those groups hang out with and interact with, because a lot of times it's going to be a third party. So if my group's hanging out with punkers on the side, like, I don't want to, eventually something's going to kick off. So, if my group's hanging out with other kids that are looking at college or prepping for life and wanting to talk about like doing big stuff, going camping, doing fun things, learning, growing, exploring, then that's what's going to kick off. So I'm in complete control all the time. I don't need to focus on being cool by being with a place or a people or a subject. I can focus on being cool because I am. I enjoy what I'm doing. That makes it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot, maybe not, but you will. And I hope, I trust that you will. You'll see the fake from the real with people, and you'll get a chance to really define who you are and what you like. And the more authentic you are you, and the more you just love what you do, you become the coolest person in the room, and you're not faking it. Well, maybe you don't. I can, but you will. I trust you will. And I'm going to be here along the way. I'm rambling here for like 8 minutes. I love you. I want you to know that there's more behind all those events, and it's not a personal attack. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to be different. You don't need to be better. You are perfect, dude. And all the people that I've across 38 years now, I have harmed intentionally and unintentionally, were perfect, dude. They were perfect. I was having struggles with myself, and maybe I was jealous of them because I couldn't have that, or I got hurt, not allowed to have that, whatever. There's all these scenarios. And I just decided to take that inward anger out on that person or that group or that thing. There's no need for all that hostility. So I love you, buddy. I hope you're having an amazing day, dude. I hope you're at peace in your heart. I hope you're at peace with other people's bad decisions, and just to relax into life, because life is so much bigger than those small events, and they are massive at the time, dude, and they are fully consuming, man. I am, and you know what? If you feel that and you can't get free of it, I completely understand, because there's been years, there's stuff I've carried around my whole life, that has taken me almost 30 years to get at peace with, you know. So I completely understand. You're not broken if you can't get free of it right away. I just want you to be exposed to the truth, so you have that option. You can get free of it. I love this, and I can't wait to do more life with you. Buddy, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. I can't wait to see you on Monday.